These are the best 3 techniques that you can do on your foam roller to achieve the best physiological effect for foam rolling. That means you're gonna get a change. And this is what we wanna get out of your foam rolling practice, is not by you just wasting your time on here, but we wanna get a change so that you're always moving forward to a better posture, to a better alignment, to a better body, to better recovery. So the first one is compression. Okay, so you're gonna be just in your position of your foam roller, and you've always seen this at the gym, just moving back and forth. This is compression. This is light compression with just one leg on the roller. If I wanna add more pressure, I'm gonna put a limb on top, and then you can move back and forth. If you wanna create more pressure, you can lift your body up using your core and your shoulders. This is a bit more advanced, back and forth. But this is not the correct technique. You need to combine the next step. So we start with compression, and then we're gonna do shearing. So we're gonna shear our skin back and forth like this. We're gonna slide the surfaces of the fascia to the dense, packed connective tissue, not just this surface rolling. We wanna get to the deeper layers where it's really tight. So we're gonna be rocking forward and rolling side to side. So forward and side to side. Can you guys try that? Forward and side to side. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Now, this is fantastic. We've got compression and we have shear. Now let's try it for a little bit more weight. If you want to try it a little harder, or rolling and shear, using your shoulders, your core, like that. Now the third step is torque. So you can reposition your roller, and a torque is just changing the angle and position of movement. So we're getting some movement in the joint as we're rolling. So you can just, for your example of your ankle, just move it up and down. So let's go forward and back, rocking and rolling, and apply the ankle like this. Wiggle, 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 and rotate the ankle like that. Now you're really trying to get into the belly of the muscle from the ankle all the way up through the calf. We're being very thorough, and we're identifying areas that are really, really tight. If you feel like this is a lot of pain and pressure, you can just stop, take your body weight off, and you can still do the wiggle. Do it nice and gentle. And as you get better, let's put a limb on top, make it a little harder. And again, it's not supposed to kill you, but if your muscles feel tight, then you are probably really needing to roll. Your fascia and your muscles are really, really tight, and they might be hypoxic. Hypoxic means that there's lacking of oxygen. A lot of people, don't really move or have oxygen in the tissues. And so what we want to do is we want to recover and repair these areas by transforming the fascia, breaking down the scar tissue, and regenerating our tissues so they become very healthy and supple and flexible like a child. So here we go. We're going compression, shear, and torque. Compression, shear, and torque. Now we can do this on the entire body, on every part of our body, not just our calves. This is just an easy way for you guys to get an idea. So if you want, you can try that on the other leg. Again, hands like this. And shear, compression, and torque. Now just as you get better, as your nervous system gets more advanced and coordinated, you'll be able to do this faster. So don't worry if you feel like it's a little bit difficult right now, so just pause and hold. But the wiggle, the shearing, so the key about the travel roller, why it's so beneficial, is it's really, really grippy. So it actually grabs the skin and slides the surface so that as we apply this compression and this torque and the shear, we are really transforming the fascia, and this is why it is so effective. You may be wondering, well, is my other foam roller good too? Well, it's a great start, and I encourage you guys to keep rolling. So as you're rolling on these other type of rollers, you're like, oh man, do these bumps even do anything? Well, they might, or they might just be in your head. So what I think is more effective is the shearing. So these rollers, they will not grab your skin like the travel roller. So this is why it is such a high performance tool, that it grabs the skin, and then you're able to apply torque and shear. So you can keep using your other foam rollers, but they might be larger in diameter, and you really need something smaller in diameter and that is grippy. And this is the one key benefit that the Travel Roller gives you, this high performance effect. All right, so we've been rolling and we've got the 3 techniques down. We got compression, shear, and torque. So how about we try this in a different angle, okay? Let's try this in our armpit. All right, we're gonna put the roller into our armpit like this. Okay, and we are working our lats. Okay, so compression is already happening because I'm just putting my body weight on here. Now I just have to wiggle forward and back like this. Now I can wiggle, slide, side to side, shear, and okay, and now I'm gonna add a little torque. Oh yeah, a little stretch. Okay, so these are the techniques you want to do. Compression, shear, moving forward, and torque, reaching. Wow, that's a really great one. You guys can try that one. We can do this on all areas of the body. Compression, shear, and torque. These are the 3 keys that you want to do with your self-myofascial release tools. Now, do you get the same effect if you're using a stick or something? Well, not really, because you're just rolling the surface. So this is why it's really important for your body weight, because you're having enough pressure onto the roller, something that's very firm, and you're able to really manipulate these areas to get a huge release in the fascia. What about the massage guns? The massage guns, oh yeah, they feel so good temporarily, but are you engaging your core? Are you getting up? Are you maneuvering around at the same time? This is the thing that you need to get down on the roll. The benefits of rolling on the ground and this core-based work is really important, and it is connecting the entire system, that you are holistic, you are connected, and not just massaging your back or massaging this. This is just a temporary fix. We want change, and we want it in the entire system. That's why foam rolling and this practice, this time for yourself to just feel this tension, release this tension, and even if it hurts, we are just massaging through it. All right, so those are the most important techniques. So now, what happens if you can't get in these positions? So what we need to know is we need stability to get into these positions. So as we are maneuvering around, you notice that I'm using my wrists, I'm using my glutes, I'm massaging around, and I'm massaging, moving around, a little bit like a break dancer. So this is going to help strengthen your glutes, your shoulders, and as you move carefully and slowly, most people's movements might be not so great. But as you get better, you will get stronger in these positions, and this will really help your joints, okay? So we're gonna work on our core, we're gonna work on our planking. I'm gonna give you guys some exercises to make sure that you guys can get down onto the roller effectively without injuring yourself. Okay, so we can do the same compression, shear, and torque on the quads as well. So I'm just moving forward and back. Okay, now this does not hurt me because I've been rolling for 15 years. So when I go for a run and I am coming back and I am out for a big sprint, the next day I am sore. And I rolled out this week, so I feel much better, but I was so sore and so stiff before I started rolling. I will share with you my story, and I did transform with the Travel Roller. All right, so we're doing the shear and the torque. Okay, all right. So if you guys want to release your tension, you need to do these 3 techniques: shear, compression, and torque, and you will find your foam rolling practice to be very, very effective.